Taurus, my name is Marlissa. This is that Word from Mars Tarot, and today I'm here to take care of your October predictions. Um, Taurus, I'm not gonna hold you. This reading is messy, but if you like it here, if you love it here, please like this video, subscribe. Also, yeah, let me know if this resonates in the comments down below. Does YouTube have like DMs? I feel like they should have a DM feature because, well, no, they probably shouldn't, but because some people don't like to like talk about their business or whatever. But Taurus, who the fuck you got in your life that has stabbed you in the back? There's a very sneaky energy, around you, and I'm here to tell you that there may be somebody that you think is your person or a group of people that you're thinking are your people, and they're not. Let's get into it. All right. So Taurus, this month, the overall energy of the spread is the 10 of Wands. So you are feeling very heavy this month. You're feeling like there's too many burdens, that you have too many responsibilities. You're burnt out. You're struggling. All right. So if you can, Taurus, delegate some of your tasks, because we also know that y'all like to be in control. So with liking to be in control, sometimes you may not trust other people with taking on task. All right. Um, but you are feeling heavy this month. But I mean, it makes sense that you also like, I feel like you don't even, I feel like you don't only feel heavy because of all of your burdens and responsibilities. I feel like you feel heavy because you're in like mental distress. Like, yeah, you're in mental distress. And mental distress can cause you to literally go insane, right? You can also feel, if you're mentally drained, then you can be physically drained. You can be emotionally drained, because we only have one card here about cups and emotions, and that's upright. But all of these swords that are here and wands, okay? So we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, all right? This is about, again, struggling to juggle. So again, some of you are truly struggling to um, juggle your task. You're not being able to like commit. You're feeling more disorganized than ever, all right? It is a hard time for you. Two of Pentacles reversed. You're so disorganized because you're not sleeping. Some of you may be having anxiety and panic attacks. You're depressed. You're overthinking. You're having sleepless nights. Your paranoia is also increasing because of whatever it is that is actually happening, but also because you're not getting rest and you're isolating. All right. So heavy uh Gemini energy here. What reading am I doing? Taurus. So some of y'all may have a Gemini placement, or you may be connected to one, or just an air sign in general, because there's a lot of swords here. Okay. So Nine of Swords energy. This is not a great energy to be in at all. Okay. And it's like, I can't even call it all paranoia, because next to that, we have the Seven of Swords. And this is my sneak and geek card. All right. This is, somebody is being dishonest. There's somebody who's being sneaky. There's somebody who's being deceptive. All right. Somebody may steal from you. And this is somebody who's very sly, very cunning. Taurus, I hope this is not you doing this towards somebody, but take it how it resonates. All right. This is feeling betrayed. And mind you, it's such a betrayal because there was strategy behind this. Somebody did intend to hurt you. Okay. Now, we have the Ten of Cups here. And I'm really confused by this card being here, to be very honest, because... Give me a moment. Taurus, I feel like you're so hurt because this card is upright. I feel like you're so hurt because for some of you, you had something go on within your home life, could have been, a miscarriage. But if it's not that, this is about your happiness, your joy, and, blissful, relationships, all right? So there's something that you thought was going to take place or happen, You could also have a Pisces placement or be connected to one. Um, and I think that was like snatched from you. So whether you found out somebody cheated on you, or, you know, whether you did have a miscarriage, whether somebody stabbed you in the back, like if you were cheated on, but also specifically, like, what if you were cheated on and it was like with a family member cheated with your boyfriend or husband or a friend or just whatever. There's some way that your happiness, I feel like, was taken. All right. Because this is next to the also, some of you may not, I just got this, some of you may not have been making time for your relationship like you should have, and you thought everything was all good, and the person may have ended up breaking up with you, and you feel like that was out the middle of nowhere, and now you feel betrayed. That's a very specific storyline. All right. Because it's the Ten of Cups here was upright. But then it's next to the Two of Pentacles in reverse, which talks about juggling. Again, some of you could have been being juggled and you found that out. Whatever your storyline is, okay, there are painful endings here. You feel stabbed in the back. You're feeling deep wounds. You're feeling exhausted. You're feeling betrayed. You're feeling like a failure. You may be internalizing someone else's actions or not being able to succeed at something, okay? But you're definitely feeling the loss, and you're feeling like somebody left you to bleed out, all right? I hate this card. I hate swords cards because I just feel like, even though, you know, people talk about Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses not necessarily being emotional, but I feel like each of the air signs are emotional in their own way. Aquariuses, I have a theory sometimes that like people are born in seasons that like really matter to them. Like Tauruses, y'all are very family oriented and y'all represent the mother, and Mother's Day happens during your season. You know what I'm saying? Geminis are known as the lovers, so they clearly have feelings and they end up having deep partnerships and soulmates. Aquarius is their birthday season is during Valentine's Day or whatever. We know you may not know, but there's the traditional meaning of Valentine's Day, but we use it as like a day of love. Gemini's, Libras. Libras are all about balance and partnership. So I don't know, just swords cards hit because I know that imagine getting stabbed and how that would feel, you know? So whatever this is, you're struggling, or at some point you were struggling with it, all right? But you are going to make some sort of decision, all right? You're going to make a decision to grow. You're going to make a decision to progress, all right? And you're going to be looking for this. Some of you may end up deciding to leave somebody alone. All right. Moving on. And when you move on, you're going to expand. When you move on, you'll also come into union with your true Two of Cups, by the way. All right. So let's get into these cards. So because of all this hurt that is going on, Taurus, you're going to need to rest. All right. Listen to your body, mentally and physically unwind. Rest. So you're going to really need to rest. All right. Acceptance. Accept past and current situations. Work through issues gracefully. Maybe some of you all are struggling even more through this situation because you're not trying to accept it. Release what you're not in control of, okay? We have balance. So again, there's a big energy here of juggling, feeling burdened, all right? So balance. Sign of Libra. Could be connected to a Libra, could have a Libra placement. Juggling too many things at once. Find time for yourself. So to me, this is connected to that rest card. All right, you have too much fucking going on. You need to chill out. All right. A new opportunity. Insights gained from a new experience, job, or partner. All right. Insights gained from a new experience, job, or partner. I also want to say I feel like insights will be gained as you change your mind. If you have a Scorpio placement or you're connected to someone, watch that. But as you expand your mind, as you change your story, which is the next card I'm about to pull, a new opportunity is going to come. Because sometimes, you know, this energy is very much so being in your, you know, head. All right. So sometimes some of how we feel, we inflict that upon ourselves. All right. But there is something that hurts you here, Taurus. So we have change your story. Whatever is going on, this does not have to be your story. If some of you inflicted this pain on yourself somehow by you were the one that was being sneaky, Taurus, you can change your story. Stop being sneaky. Stop being off that tricky dick. All right? And or pay attention to the signs. Um, because usually, I don't know about y'all, but once you've been cheated on, you end up realizing that the signs were there. And that you were either choosing to ignore them or you were loving the person more than you were loving yourself. Okay? We have quiet please. So even though you do have a lot going on, I kind of feel that there's two energies here. I feel like the quiet please, and I think I'm going to read this one. I might read both of them actually. The quiet please, to me intuitively, this is like, yes, you're meant to find your people and eventually talk about this, but some of you may need to get out of your head first and be quiet and like meditate and, process, what's going on. And maybe you're meant to connect with God, source, spirit, universe more than anything right now. But you are also meant to find your people. All right. So that is the card that also led me to believe that like the people that you have in your life, Taurus, not everybody, but some of them, they're not everybody is your friend. Not everybody is a part of your team like you think. So these are two new decks, Trust Your Vibes and the Oracle of Awakening. All right, so I'm going to read from the Trust Your Vibes book. We're going to go to Quiet Please. What number is that? 5. So yeah, you may also have change coming. 5 is about, changes. All right. Sometimes it's financial changes as well, but just change. So change is definitely coming to you. Right now, your spirit needs quiet downtime so you can reconnect your authentic self and receive inner guidance. The noise and distraction of the outer world can be challenging to cut through. If so, retreat into the soothing sanctuary of calm, quiet, silence. Meditate, listen to soft music, journal, avoid the crowd and go within. The more quiet time you allow yourself, the clearer your next steps will be. I always tell people shutting the fuck up is free. I'm saying that as a Sagittarius. Okay? So just remember that. Then we have find your people. Remember that there's strength in having the right people around you. 1 + 7 = 8. 8 is courage, strength, all of that energy, all right? So find your people. Pay attention to who you spend time with and recognize the influence the company you keep is having on you. Be discerning and do not mingle with lower vibration people. Be discerning and do not mingle with lower vibration people. Be discerning and do not mingle with lower vibration people. Taurus is y'all stubborn, so I have to read that 3 times. As this drains your life force and vitality and derails your creative plans. Be perceptive and honest about the people you associate with and seek community with kindred spirits and uplifting folks. If you are enmeshed in negative relationships, disconnect and move on. Be honest with yourself. If the shoe doesn't fit when it comes to the community you find yourself in right now, admit it and let go. This includes scrutinizing the job you have, the friends you associate with, the places you go, and even your family of origin for genuine emotional support. There are genuinely supportive others who want the best for you. Protect yourself from those who aren't good for you and do not particularly like or care about what's good for you. Good people are around. Notice who they are and reach out to them. Do not waste your time with people who do not see or support who you really are. They never will. Quietly move on. Oof. So that's 2 cards that's telling you to be quiet. Some of y'all might be silently walking out somebody's life. No drama, no problems, none of that. You're like, all right, bet. Like, I thought we was here, but we're not, so bet. Oof, this is painful, Taurus. I'm so sorry, babies. All right, we have surrender. So this reminds me of sign of Pisces. Trust your higher self. So surrendering and trusting your higher self looks like taking that time to meditate, taking time to pause, taking time to surrender to what's going on. So if God, source, spirit, universe is making something happen, you're like, bet. It's in your will. I'm just going to sit here and feel it. Surrender, all right? Your higher self got you. Trust your higher self. Ceremony, ritual, celebrate, devotion. So some of you may be needing to get into more spiritual, practices. Some of you may have some sort of ceremony or something. I feel like this month you're going to be transforming. This pain is really going to transform you, all right? I feel like you're just going to be in your a lot more of a like spiritual bag, okay? Because we have downloads, attunement, calibration, upgrade. All right, downloads. Downloads is like, I think I'm going to read this one. Yeah, I am. I am. Downloads. Let's see if this is actually in here because, okay, it is. Downloads. The universe is constantly guiding you. Attunement, calibration, upgrade. What exactly is a download? It is the energy and information coming in from your higher self, guides, ancestors, angels, and pure source consciousness. So, like, God, right? Whatever you believe in. You may also receive downloads from the earth, animals, trees, and plant life. It may feel like a sudden insight, understanding, or inspiration. It may be a light bulb moment or occur during your night's rest. Your divine blueprint, mission, and destiny are clicking into place. The time has come to align yourself with whatever truly serves your life. That is another message, Taurus, about having the right things and people around you, but you also choosing it, like getting in alignment with what's meant for you. All right? Your divine blueprint, mission, and destiny are clicking into place. The time has come to align yourself with whatever truly serves your life and others in a joyful way. We are each being calibrated to our true forms. We are not these bodies. They are simply the magnificent vessels we are donning for this life experience. You are an infinite being residing in this life for a reason, during this specific place and time. You are here to shift the narrative, to bring the fire, to be the flood of revelation and evolution. So you're meant to make change, all right? This oracle features a lotus, which represents ever unfolding enlightenment. And I don't know how to say this. Is it the Ankh? The Ankh? Alexa, how do I pronounce Ankh?
Okay, here's pronunciations. It is pronounced as Ankh.
Now, girl. Alexa, define Ankh.
Ankh is usually defined as a tau cross with a loop at the top, used as a symbol of generation or enduring life.
Okay, Ankh. All right. The oracle features a lotus, which represents ever unfolding enlightenment, and the Ankh representing the eternal self. This card is asking you to pay attention to messages, symbols, and synchronicities such as repeating numbers, images, sensations, or other coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. Listen to your intuition. Ask your higher self to continue sharing wisdom and understanding and to guide you at each moment. You are on a path of spiritual liberation. We all are. It's time to trust your own knowing. This could also be a calling to reach out to a spiritual reader to dig deeper into your astrology, Akashic records, past lives, or other healing modalities. So, I'm not like doing readings like how I used to. I'm gonna end up doing some soon, but not this. But you may be called to start like getting readings, or if you have like a spiritual person in your life somewhere, it may be time to start reaching out to dig deeper into like what's going on, because you can find out so much from astrology and spirituality and all of that. Like, you really can. Affirmation: I now receive the guidance of my holy divine presence into my heart and mind. I have access to all that I need within every moment. So, even though you're meant to find your people, which I also, wait a second, to find your people card is also about this spiritual stuff. You need to be around people who are a little bit more conscious than you or at the same level and open and willing. All right. So, last card here, we have expansive. So, some of you could be connected to a Sagittarius. All right, because Sagittariuses are all about expansion and they're ruled by the planet of expansion, which is what? Jupiter, I believe. So, expansive. Every day I'm learning new things and expanding into my highest potential. I'm also a Sagittarius. So, whew, thank you, Spirit, for that message. Taurus, that's heavy. I'm wishing you, healing throughout all of this. And please let me know how this resonates in the comments down below. I will see you next time. Please like the video and subscribe. Bye.